So there you have it. Steve has a man crush on Enrique, which is nice. So thanks to Steve for showing us about vocal fry. I'm going to show you something slightly related to that, which is creak. Creak has a similar sound to fry, but we can create it higher up. It also brings about a similar posturing of the vocal folds to create a creak, and that is higher compression, giving us that strong sound. Also a setting that's dominant for the thyroarytenoid muscle, or the TA muscle. Whenever that muscle is active in our singing, we always sound like we're rich, we're manly, and girls could be manly. And we sound like we have a lot of harmonic content and chest-like quality. So we can bring that about in a couple of ways. We can take an exercise, which is more boring, but it's best to practice these first. So you can take an octave exercise, for instance, and use the creak on the sound ah. Ah, 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 ah. Keeping that creak sound, making sure you don't go too loud with that, otherwise you'll erase that sound. And then just keep on walking it up. Ah, 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 ah. You may find it easier on or even other vowels like e, 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 e. Whichever one you find easiest, just take that right to the top of the range, right where you feel comfortable and you're not straining to find it. And that will be a temporary measure in order to bring about a richer, chestier sound towards the top. I do emphasize temporary though, as you may have noticed, because that sort of exercise can easily be overused and it can overcook what you're trying to encourage and easily leave you too tense and too heavy as a singer. So it's really to keep an eye on that. To transfer that directly into songs, which is what you're all really wanting to do, as Ingo Tietze puts it, you can use the creak to bring in a theatre type belt, or even any strong sound, not necessarily theatre. By using the creak right before you open out into a stronger sound, to bring about a very similar setting to belt and encourage the right setting for that. So you could take any lyric, I'm just going to say any vowel that pops into my head, but you might be, yeah! Take it even higher, yeah! Yeah! And that will bring about that change for you. It is recommended that you don't need to take a huge breath to do this, but to apply some support, or whatever that means, but the adequate lung pressure, a little bit of a tensing of the belly as you increase your volume into that creak to get yourself to a belt sound. But remember to relax after that creak on the voice. You don't need to put a lot of effort into squeezing. It'll already be well set up from creaking at the start. So mess around with those. Don't overdo them. Always keep an eye on them with a vocal coach. You can always get in touch with us at iSing Magazine if you have any questions or worries about these techniques. But enjoy the rest of the article and we'll speak to you soon.